Good evening, and welcome to the next episode or another episode of Mr. and Mrs. I am Mrs. Andrea Whiteman.
I am Mr. Curtis Whiteman.
And if you see, it's just the two of us today. Just the two of us.
I sing too.
No, don't sing, babe. Don't sing. Don't sing.
They're not ready.
We're not going to put it all out, just a little bit at a time. Yeah, so it's just the two of us today. We don't have any guests on our panel, so we're just going to talk. We're going to talk about some stuff and share some stuff together with our audience. So we want you to please tag your friends. Make sure you like, love, and share. Because as you're typing out your questions, we're going to answer them. We can answer you right on the text or the message that you send. If you like what we're saying, you agree with what we're saying, you disagree with what we're saying.
Hit that like.
Yeah, hit it and leave a message. While you're watching, we're going to answer your questions.
And please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm going to put a link in the comments. Just help us grow, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is going to be something good to share.
Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good.
Because we can have a show without guests. It could just be us. We could talk.
Right, just us.
Hello.
This is how we started.
Right. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to still do our rapid questions. We're still going to talk. We're going to, again, so you could get to know us a little better. So.
Right. Okay.
All right. So here's the first question. What's an adult issue nobody prepared you for?
An adult issue that no one prepared me for.
Ooh, that's a tough one, right?
There's so many going through my head. I'm trying to figure out
because they don't prepare you for adulthood.
The appropriate ones. I think I was shielded a lot in my childhood. So like just the struggle of paying bills and having to sacrifice or not do something that you like or that you want to do, or you want to buy for yourself but you got to pay bills, and then sometimes it's a struggle. We don't always have it like that. It was just for me, sometimes there was sometimes a struggle, that struggle of paying bills. Mom and dad didn't share that part. They might have been struggling, but they didn't tell us.
Show it.
That was the difference. They didn't tell us, and so we didn't know. So we got adults and started paying our own bills. It's like, oh, this thing is hard.
Revert back to being somebody's kid.
Right, sure.
This rent comes every month.
This thing comes every month.
I just paid it last week. Unfortunately, my answer is the same. Management of money.
Okay.
So I wish school was about life lessons and not just math, reading. I call it social studies.
Right.
But there should be a class on how to manage money. Even now,
financial management.
Also, what's another thing? This might sound.
Those are life lessons. You
things.
don't know until you in it.
Another thing is no one prepared me for it is getting older. So you got to do your exams. You got to take care of your health. All this stuff, that I'm sure my parents were doing. They didn't tell me, maintain your body.
Right.
You injure or something.
Right.
It'll never be the same. They don't tell you this stuff. You just
right.
think you have a surgery or I'll be fine. No, your body takes a while to snap back.
Right.
If it snaps back.
Right.
All right.
That's good. Okay. Yeah.
Next question. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time?
Yes.
My favorite, and it's kind of a tie for two. You're gonna think it's because of the color, but it's Purple Rain. Of course, that's Prince, and then The Color Purple.
Well, I expected that answer, but out of the world, no. So you still gotta ask questions. Now mine. Now I tell people my favorite movie, even though I adore it, I love it. I tell people my favorite movie is Coming to America.
Okay, I expect that from you.
My real favorite movie? My real favorite movie is Dreamgirls.
I expected that.
That's my real favorite movie. I will stop what I'm doing and watch that movie on TV.
Yeah, one of the songs was our wedding song.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when I first saw you.
Yep, that was our wedding song.
Yeah.
And Curtis, that's the antagonist,
Yeah.
the villain. I ain't gonna lie. What's the sad part is? I could totally relate to his character.
Those Curtises were alike.
Everything he did, I can see the reason why he did this stuff.
Oh my god.
I can see it. It makes sense to me. But he was a villain.
Yeah, he was. He was shiesty. He was shiesty.
Curtis was not shiesty. Don't call. Okay. Next question. Gotcha. Just one after this.
Okay.
Barbecue or seafood?
Seafood. Seafood, definitely. Seafood all day.
I thought that would be hard.
I like a variety of seafood. I don't just like fish, but I like shrimp. I like crab legs. I like scallops. I like mussels. I like clams. I like calamari or squid. However you want, it's the way it's cooked. But I like all of that. So yeah.
Now I would have to say seafood as well.
Okay.
That's it. But it's just getting to seafood. It's like right.
Oh, okay.
I can eat barbecue chicken all day, every day.
Wow. Okay.
Nothing else. Nothing else. Barbecue. Chicken. Barbecue chicken. Call me a stereotype. I don't care.
Yeah, that's.
I promise you, I don't care. I can eat that all day.
Okay.
Only because I can't think of another barbecue thing. Maybe burger. That's about it. Ribs.
Okay.
So it's very tight. It's very tight.
All right.
Again, this is y'all learning us. So this is how we doing these these questions.
Okay.
So I got a question here. Which is the worst kitchen crime?
Okay.
Got 4 answers. This is the worst kitchen crime. Wet spoon in the sugar. Crumbs in the butter. Empty carton in the fridge. That's juice or milk.
Okay.
Or food splatter in the microwave. They're all crimes, but which one is the worst? Which one will make you say, "Who did this?"
I think it's the food splatter in the microwave.
That's just careless.
I can't stand opening the microwave and there's stuff in there, and I have to clean it out before I use it. Ugh, I can't stand that.
That's just careless. Yeah. That's.
I've been guilty of leaving crumbs in the butter. So.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
I've been guilty, but yeah, that food splatter, I can't take that in the microwave. Just after you finish, wipe it out, because now that I'm using it, it's hard and it's encrusted, and now after you use it, it's still solid. It's still
Yeah, it's nasty.
So you could just wipe it. Just take a
and I hate when I can smell the food that you just heated.
Oh, well, yeah. But as long as you don't leave the splatter, that's fine.
Okay. Mine is when someone leaves something half, like just like a drop of juice or milk in the fridge. When I tell you,
that's Harlem Nights. Why you leave this swallow of juice in here?
And I want to say the words. And I want to say the words that she's saying.
I'm already for some juice, and you just set up a swallow in the container.
That's kind of stuff that if you're asleep, I will wake you up to fuss at you about. Like, why would you do this?
Yeah, our children love to do that. And
it's all because you don't be the last person to finish it.
Yeah.
I don't get. Like,
no, it's just finish it.
Finish it.
Yeah.
This might sound selfish. I had to drink a cup and a half of something just to finish it.
Just to go ahead and finish it.
Because why don't
get juice down so you can go ahead and finish filling up your cup.
Because you go get the cup, get the cart, and it's like, oh,
right, it's so light. Yeah. Okay.
Who did this?
Yeah, that is annoying. It's annoying. That's annoying too.
My bonus one is this: when someone put peanut butter in the jelly.
Oh,
it was already on the knife, and you try to get the jelly to do a sandwich.
Right. Now you said about the sugar, like putting a wet spoon in the sugar. I know it leaves a little clump of sugar, but how about when you see like the coffee spots in the sugar? Like they did the spoon in the coffee, and then they did the spoon in the sugar, and now you got to get that out of the sugar.
Because if I see it, I know you saw it.
Now that bothers me.
If I saw it, I know you saw it.
I got to pick out these little specks out the sugar. Yeah, that bothers me.
That's kind of stuff that made me want to go back to my really petty moments and just throw the sugar at them. Just like, why would you do this?
Right. Woosah.
I'm not going to throw sugar at nobody.
Please don't. Please don't. Okay.
And all that is just it will be what we would call an argument. And that's what we're going to talk about today. How do we recover or rebound from an argument?
Right. Okay.
Now, I prefer to say disagreement. Arguments always sound a little combative, like it could be something.
Right.
I don't think any discussion or anything should go that far where, you're fussing and cussing and you're storming out the house,
Right.
And I used to do that. But I've gotten what they call emotionally mature. I'm growing.
Yes.
So I don't do that stuff,
Right, right.
Not the cussing. I'm talking about the walking out.
You've learned how to deal with.
I've learned how to
deal with.
Thank God because therapy. I've gone to therapy a few times.
Right.
So I've learned to communicate. I wasn't always a good communicator. I know you could attest to that.
Yeah.
I was not always a good communicator.
Yeah.
But I've learned to, suppress these feelings. Not be in your feelings.
Right.
Because men can be in their feelings too.
Right.
We try to pretend like we have no feelings. Men have feelings. Truth is, we blow up because we suppressed a lot of feelings.
Okay.
And now something happened. It's
all
boom.
of that stuff. Right.
Like where this came from, and that's not fair.
Right.
So just to retract, how do you handle an argument? How do you handle a disagreement? When do you bring up what you got to say?
Right.
How do you bring it up?
Right.
Let's talk.
Okay. So before, in I guess immature or my learning stage, I had to handle it right on the spot. Like, we got to talk about this. We're going to talk about it now because you did X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to tell you what you did. And, now I've learned that timing is very important. The time that you handle to deal with it. I've learned that now. But sometimes, it's just in the moment of disagreeing, and you want to be right.
Yeah, you do want to be right.
You want to be right. So you got to kind of weigh, do you want to be right or you want to be happy? I know they said that, you want to be right or you want to be happy. But I want you to see my point, and I want to know that you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that's
you know
fair.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's always my thing. It's like, do you understand what I'm saying though? What I'm saying is, and I want you to get that right, that you understand what I'm saying. So, yeah, I think it's the timing of how you handle it. But sometimes it's in the moment, in the heat of the moment as well. But yeah, I've learned to be quiet.
Now I'll give you that. Yes. Now that I
have learned to be quiet.
And you learn when to say something.
Right.
I think my temperament sometimes. Sometimes you just don't know with me. I'll be honest. Sometimes I'll be in the mood, and sometimes I don't say it's dangerous to talk to me at the wrong time, but I guess living with each other, you kind of know, like, today's not a good day.
Right.
I probably shouldn't tell him this or ask him or address this in this moment.
Right.
So I'll give you that. You have learned, like, let me check his temperament before I go to address something.
Right.
And that's and sometimes I'll say maybe most times it's the approach that could be an argument.
That's true.
I say all the time, you could tell anyone anything, but it's how you say it.
Right.
It's how you say it. Right. You could be right, but if your delivery is wrong, you're wrong. Just that fast. I don't want to hear nothing else said.
Right.
I mean, and you could be right. I mean, but your approach is just horrible. It's just like, what are we doing here?
Right, because that's not helping you. Like, you're not helping me. You coming at me like that. That's not helping.
No.
Yeah. So, I've learned my thing too. When we have a disagreement, or a heated discussion, I'm quiet for days. Like, you ain't getting nothing out of me but yeah, okay. That's all you getting from me for a couple of days.
Yeah, I know.
because I'm just not engaging. I'm just not. I'm just in my feelings.
Can I correct that?
Okay.
A couple days.
Okay. Yes, a couple days.
You used to go like a couple weeks, like 2 weeks. Like, what are we arguing about now? Like, it's not that serious.
It's a couple of days. Okay. More than a couple of 5 days.
5 days is excessive.
Okay, I changed it from a couple of.
A couple of?
To 5 days.
That's a new word now. A couple of.
A couple
Okay.
of. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I did, and I felt like, in my moment, like I'm just not gonna say nothing because we could be arguing again. So I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm gonna just shut up. I'm not gonna say nothing, and I said nothing at all. It was.
Well, you've gotten better in how you approach and when to approach.
Right.
So I give you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my response isn't bam anymore. It's more so, well, this is what this is. But I will say, as for me, I think I've grown in hearing you.
Okay.
Hearing you. And I think we had a discussion the other week. And I remember even after we spoke about it, I still addressed it. I remember I called you.
Right.
And I had to put myself in your shoes, like, okay, well, it's not a nag. It's not unfair what she's saying.
Right.
I don't think I would have done that a couple years ago.
Right.
I think it would just have been like, well, this is how
You would
you
have been
feel.
offended by.
I think either I would have been offended by it, or best, I would have sympathized. But I don't think I would put myself in your shoes to say, oh, shoot, she's right. Okay. She has a reason to feel how she feels, So even in arguing, I do think, or discussing,
Right.
you have to give people space to listen and respond.
Right.
Because even I could say I'm sorry, but the real apology is what they would call change behavior.
Right. Change behavior. Right.
Because then I'm gonna apologize again and again and again, and then are you really sorry if you keep doing the same thing over
Right.
and over?
Right. And so, how do you handle? Because having a disagreement or heated discussion, behind our closed doors, nobody ever knows that. I don't think we've ever had like a blowout argument in public or anything.
No.
Like, never had like that. But I think with me, even if we had an argument like behind closed doors, it's hard for me to engage with you like outside. Like, how people say fake it, even if you're mad with each other, don't let nobody know and don't let the world know that you're mad with each other and all of that kind of stuff.
I don't think we ever had to fake it. I just think at worst, you'll be on your side, I'll be on my side.
Right.
But I don't think ever been like, ooh, they ain't talking. Like, if you're giving away that you're not speaking, something's really wrong there. Like,
Okay.
But
right.
So to the degree we all need to fake it.
Okay.
We all need to.
Right. So the outside people don't need to know that they ain't talking. They done had an argument. Yeah. I don't think we've ever.
For one, you're too private. I'm too private for that.
Right.
I wish someone would ask me, "Are y'all okay?" It's none of your business. That would be my response.
They just pick up on, it might be something, Holy Spirit give them, they're not okay. Y'all okay?
Can I tell you
going on?
I don't know if I told you the story. I remember one time, y'all, we were preachers, in case you ever see someone else that don't know or see it.
Right.
I remember one time you preached, and normally, if you have one of your assistant pastor up there, they'll pray with you or for you after you preach. Now, what annoys me is when people look at me like go up and pray. I'm secure. I know who I am. I know my husband.
Right.
There's someone right there, a sister or sister friend. Listen, I pray with her from where I'm at.
Right.
I need to be like,
Yeah.
So it was one service. This person came to me. He was like, I could tell something's wrong. I was like, can you? Yeah, because I see the distance between you. You do? Oh, okay. Y'all need to go to this all kind of therapy, and I see in the spirit all this stuff.
Oh wow!
I said, you do realize we're gonna leave together and go to dinner after this, right? People that we're on such bad terms,
right?
We're not leaving in the same vehicle and going to dinner,
right?
Baby, I'm just secure in who I am.
Oh, so they saw that you not coming up to pray for me as, oh, they must be having some issues
Yeah.
or problems.
I'm just super secure.
Right.
I don't need to be. When I preach, it's not like you say, "Well, I'm the wife." Like you don't,
Right,
you don't do
right,
that.
right.
We're very secure in who we are publicly and privately.
Yeah.
So
So don't take that as a cue that something's wrong. No, that's not a cue. That's
definitely not.
that's not a
Like
cue.
what?
Right.
You know, I said more than that, but
Yeah. I hope you were nice.
I'm giving you the clean version of what I said. No bad words are used, y'all. But the person never asked me again how we doing.
Right.
I mean, I get people are concerned. They want to know all is well. All is definitely well.
Right.
But
right.
I definitely don't do public fighting.
Absolutely.
Don't do it.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Now that's something. If I seen it happen with a couple,
I agree with
y'all
that.
need to go home and handle that.
Right.
Don't do this here.
Right. I agree with
Not listen. And it might happen. It's a possibility it's happened. But I just don't like public arguing, fighting. Like we're already minorities. We don't want to be labeled.
Right. Okay. I get it. Like do that behind closed doors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you fight fair. Fight fair.
What's fair though? What's fair?
Is that really a question? What's fair?
Yeah.
Okay. If a person have a disability and you bring it up in the argument, that's not fair. That's not fucking fair.
So
like you ain't a 6'2". Like really?
because now you've taken your attitude and thrown in an insult.
That's what it is.
So fighting fair is without insults.
Absolutely.
Like you can't have a disagreement or argument and then hurl an insult. Like now you're trying to piss me off. Now you're just trying to make me mad.
Now it's getting personal.
Right. That was getting personal because you ain't have to say that. You ain't have to say that.
Yeah, bump you and your cockeyed self.
How you really feel?
Like, wow! You get mad? Tell me I'm cockeyed? Right. Just told me that everything was good.
Right.
I heard it better. But people do that. That's not fair fighting,
so that's
y'all.
not fair. Okay.
If you want to make fun of someone,
right, do it on the regular. So it's not an insult.
Tell them their face when things are good. Don't tell them what's bad.
Okay.
I have my issues. You make fun of me all the time.
Right.
That's making fun of me. But when you say when we're fighting, you bring it up. Like, hold on,
that's an insult.
Like, come on.
Right, and that's to bring
that's gasoline
anger,
on the fire.
Right, to bring anger, to insult to hurt your feelings. Right. We're not disagreeing to hurt each other's feelings. We're just saying I disagree with what you did, said, whatever. But not disagreeing to hurt feelings.
Yeah, and the approach helps. Like, listen, y'all. Don't ever say, "Let me tell you something," or start doing all this, pointing and. If you ever want a man to shut down, come at him with in mommy mode, like you lecturing.
Oh, okay.
Either he's going to shut down, or he's going to rise up in the bad way. Like you're going to. So I'll say like this: men like to. I don't say they like to be mothered. We like to be taken care of.
Okay.
You know, pampered.
Right.
But don't mother us.
Okay.
Pamper us. Don't mother us. Other words, don't handle me like you handle your kids.
Okay.
That I don't know, man. I like that.
Sometimes we don't realize that it's handling you like we handling our kids, but at the same time, we see you doing something that you should not be doing, like.
According to who?
And then or something that's going to be detrimental, something that's going to hurt you, so whatever it is. And so I get it. It is the approach. It's the way that we say it. So you don't want us to come like we're telling you what to do, like in a motherly way. I get that. But sometimes that's not our intention. It's not our intention to come off motherly. It's our intention to come off helpful.
Yeah, good intentions. But
right. But so it may not come off right.
Like I've had other relationships where I had to say, "Who are you talking to?" Like, I never had to do it with you, but like, watch your tone. Like, That might have worked. The other ninja,
Right,
the
right.
other Joker.
Right.
Here, it's not gonna fly. So I don't know. It's even I guess I feel like somewhere in arguing or discussing feelings. I think sometimes people try to test boundaries. How, especially in the beginning of a relationship.
Yeah.
How far I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it.
Push buttons and see what you know. Okay, like okay, woo, that went too far.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thankfully we don't, because if people know us individually, they'll know, especially being younger, they know you're dealing with two people that can be very, not only hot-headed, but we could go there too.
Right.
So you got two people that can be hot-headed, dating.
Right.
So sometimes with us, one of us has to be a big person.
Right.
We both can be petty at the same time, or childish.
Right.
So it's like, okay, you know what? Especially if you're wrong. For example, the last discussion we had, I'm wrong, so I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to have the attitude of no. You have to take this.
And that's mature because that it wasn't always like that.
No, it wasn't.
It's like you would get offended because I told you that. Like, but you were wrong. You were wrong, but you get offended. And so, I mean, we're not gonna sit here and act like we always fight fair and always. It's this.
No,
this is going on 15 years of learning each other. Well, 15 years married, 17, 18 years of being together. So, we don't talk like, Curtis, I just want to tell you. No, sometimes we talking, voices escalate,
Oh, yeah.
So it's not always like, we sit down and have nice discussions on sometimes when we disagree. So it's not that. But we know what buttons, we know what's going too far, we know when to pull back and calm down. We know that. Yeah.
And we're learning and adding and implementing. I mean, with the other episode of pinning some stuff. Okay, getting a little too heated. Let's pause this.
Right.
Get to it another day.
Right.
Another moment. But sometimes things, emotions get a little. People get riled up. You gotta. Okay.
Right.
Because I'm not going to talk to you like a regular person on the street.
Exactly.
I still gotta respect you and handle you with respect.
Of course.
Because I think I said
now if you want me to keep talking to you.
I think I said this in the episode with what episode? I want to my children, I want them to inherit good relationships too. So I want to be the model.
Right.
So I can't just be handling their mother anyway, because when Sam decides he's going to get married, I want him taking that behavior to his marriage.
Right.
I don't want my daughter accepting any old kind of behavior.
Right.
So it's going to be they even when they're arguing, they respect each other.
Right, respect each other. Exactly.
Now the great thing about our household, because everybody's comedian, we make fun of each other.
Yeah, you gotta have thick skin.
And I still gotta say, listen, this is a healthy relationship, y'all.
Right.
I promise y'all, we still live each other. We just make fun of each other a lot.
Right. Yeah.
And we're able to
laugh.
And those jokes be below the belt too.
Right,
We're
able to laugh at each other though. We're able to laugh. So that's us. That's our dynamic.
Yeah, some people wouldn't understand. They'd be like, oh my God. Like that was really personal.
Right. But that's just us. And so something that I've learned, and I've said this before, I think that even in our arguments and the times when we're not speaking, or it's like, okay, they say the whole don't go to bed angry.
Oh please, that's a lie. You're gonna go
that might work for you. If that works for you and you handle it before you go to bed, good for you.
Good for you.
You're doing well. Sometimes that thing goes over into the next day and the next day. And like I said, I was the one who hold a grudge. I didn't talk for days. And so
I do that now more. Although I've been getting I do.
And so before it was like, we ain't talking, you get the couch, we ain't sleeping together, nope. Now it's because that is so detrimental, well, for me, because like if a woman don't know something, she gonna make up a scenario in her head.
Toxic. That's very toxic, by the way.
And so for me, it was just better. I was like, okay, we arguing, but you gonna sleep over there, I'm gonna sleep over here. This cover's gonna be the barrier, so you don't have to touch me and I don't have to touch you, but we're gonna sleep in the same bed. So I don't have to worry about, okay, if he on the couch, Who he texting? Why he still on his phone? Why he still texting? He ain't talking to me, and he mad with me. So who? Yeah, this is all going.
Oh,
And
please.
so now we matured in that.
And I'm the kind of person that tell you make up these stories in your head. You need to calm down.
We still
It's
sleep
a bit
in the
much.
same bed. So we've learned that. But on the other side, I said before we got married, I was like, I'm gonna be the kind of wife that, even
Still
if
give
we
it up when you get
disagree,
mad.
right? Still give it up when you get mad.
That's one of the reasons I married you, because you told me that.
Nah, ladies, it ain't work. What? You're not touching me? For real? No, I can't. Nope, I can't. I can't.
I remember you told me that was
I
dating.
did because I was immature. I was not well informed. I did not know what I was talking about.
I remember.
I don't have the capacity to still do that, and I'm mad and let you
But
touch
see,
me, and I'm
a
mad.
man, it can
Like,
compartmentalize his
don't
feelings.
touch me right now.
Men could separate those feelings.
Oh no, not women. We gotta feel like it's love, and right now, I don't even like you.
I don't need love. I don't need love to do it.
No, so I was immature in that. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna deprive my husband. What? You gotta make up first.
And that's a conversation again.
Chastity
It's
belt.
another conversation. That's what they just call you. I know.
Right.
It's a whole other conversation.
No, yeah.
I had to learn to talk.
Right.
Not that I was mute, but I didn't like talking.
Yeah.
Like, I can talk about anything fun. But
Because
if it was a meaningful conversation,
you
oh
didn't-
God, we gotta have a meaningful conversation.
Because you didn't, you had not acquired the art of conflict resolution. That talking about things that you don't like is still healthy. There's still a resolution to it. Talking about things that you didn't do well, or that you can improve in or do better, or you just did wrong. Like, if I don't ever tell you that you did it wrong and I just keep letting you do it wrong, you're just going to continue to do it. So I got to stop and tell you did that wrong.
Do you?
Yes. Yes.
Ignorance is bliss. That's what they say, right?
No, and then you're just going to stay ignorant.
Well,
No.
I mean, not me, because I just think I do everything well.
No.
But
Yeah, right. No. So, yeah, I gotta, and of course, we've learned through time that timing is best, or the way you say it is best, but yeah, we still got to be able to conflict resolution. How are we going to handle this? Okay, what's the resolve?
I think we're working better on this timing thing. That's something we not mastered, but we have grown so much in.
Right.
Like, because I'm a mood by myself. I don't know what the zodiac thing, but Capricorns are just do different.
Yeah.
So my mood, especially on Sunday. Don't tell me anything bad on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me to talk on Sunday.
Right. That's not a good day to.
Not a good day.
Yeah.
And Monday, emotionally, I'm recovering from Sunday.
Right. Okay.
Because, and this is not just because I don't people think it's church that stresses me out.
Right.
I'm naturally an introvert, so I don't like talking. I don't like talking. I don't like being in crowded places.
Right.
So for an introvert, being outside dealing with people, it's draining.
Right.
You actually feel like your energy is just draining from you.
Right.
So I'm spending
Anxiety prone to
4 to 5 hours in one space. I can't move. Around a group of people, I really can't talk freely. So when I get home, I want to unwind.
Right.
I don't want to talk. Then Monday, I work. I really haven't recovered.
Right.
Because you would think that's why Saturday had to be a free day for me. I had to be doing something fun or just resting.
Right. Okay.
So I said to say, the timing you learned very well. Sunday's not a good day.
Right.
You have to know, especially if you are actually seeing someone dating or being you have to know that.
Watch their cues.
You have to know when is a good time to talk. Because already men don't want to talk.
Right.
We want to have a jovial conversation, a fun conversation,
Of course.
But to tackle a real issue,
right? You gotta have serious conversations.
Serious conversations.
Yeah, serious conversations. Everything is, not a joke, and it's not. I think before, you used to take it as an attack against you.
Yeah, absolutely. I was very mature.
Right, and so we've now learned that it's for our growth and to make sure that we both agree and we're doing the things that each other like and not disrespect each other and those things. But it was an attack against you personally. Like it was an attack against. Don't mean I don't like you because you did something I didn't like. Don't mean I don't like you or I don't love you no more. It don't go that far.
But you know what? I've learned tough love besides from you. I learned from your mother.
Yeah.
Because that woman gave me a run for my money.
Yeah.
She was making sure I was ready for marriage.
Right.
Like, you're not going to just marry my daughter. And
right.
Like, no, she really, because every conversation was always fun, but
she gave you the truth.
It was always honest. But it was a love and honesty. No, you might not like the approach.
Right.
But the message was valid.
Right.
And and that's what I really want to sum this up with saying that, where even when you're arguing, you still have to hear the message. The message was important.
Right.
Yeah, the delivery might not always be the way you want it. The package might not be pretty. Might not always have a bow on it.
Right.
It might just be newspaper.
Right.
But what's the message, where it is, you have to accept that.
Right. Yeah. And so, and accept how they handle processing it. If it takes him going for a walk, you got to be secure that he's coming back. He ain't staying forever. He ain't leaving. He's just going for a walk because he got to process what y'all just talked about or argued about or disagreed about. He got to process that. If that's his way, then let him do it. Like, I know I've said this before, he loves his video games. If that's his way of, okay, Zine, I'm not coming back in this room. I'm going to stay out here and play my video game. I'm not going to go out there and bother him. I'm not going to run out there with, and you didn't hear me, and one more thing. No, he's processing it. He played his video game. Let him do that in the way he processed it. And so I think that's part of it too. Yeah. And if it takes me a couple of days, I think you've learned. Okay, after a couple of days, then you just start talking to me again, and we just start talking.
I'll just talk like nothing happened.
Right, because you let me have my couple of days.
Well, now I don't give you a couple of days anymore. Now it's like the next day. So what about these bills? What about this? Like, I'm not.
But you don't get an attitude because
no, not anymore.
Like, you still ain't talking. It's not that. It just that's how I process it.
Now the next day, so about these
right
about this vacation we about to go on.
Right, exactly.
Your life don't stop. I don't got time.
Yeah. And you don't stop your life.
You can't hold on to an argument. You have to move on. You have to move on. I'm not saying. Well, we're married, so we committed to for life.
Right.
But if you're just dating,
right.
Listen, by all means, as long as the person not causing you no harm,
right.
Hear him out.
Right. There ain't no physical, fighting. That's not what we're saying. Right.
Physical fighting, that's not going to work.
Physical fighting, But if you're dating and this is a person, you gotta weigh it. Learn how how this person deals with disagreements, deals with saying, I like this, but I don't like that. And it's not always gonna be pretty, like he said. It's not always gonna be pretty with a bow on it. Not gonna be. Yeah. Do we yell at each other sometimes? Yeah, we do. Yes, that happens.
Sometimes I gotta flex on you sometimes because you're a strong woman, so I gotta be like, well, I'm stronger.
Sometimes you do.
Like, I mean what I said. I said what I said. And
you too. And I'll take it. I was like, okay, I gotta take that. I'll take that. He's the man. Okay. All right. Yeah, that is true.
So I mean, it's a balance, and that's what life is really about. It's about balance.
Right. But the thing is, even in whatever you disagreed about, is there changed behavior?
That's what's
in
key.
That thing. Do you see that this person has or is considering what you said? Like you said, you told me I had to put myself in your shoes and consider, what you said. Like, that's valid. Is the person considering what you said? Are they considering your feelings? And are they changing that behavior so that it doesn't offend you, hurt you, whatever it was?
Touch me now. You're going.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Conflict resolution.
Yes. That's
change behavior.
That's the real thing. Change behavior.
Right. So don't just keep telling me, okay, yeah, and then you keep doing the same thing over and over. If I say to you, like, babe, when we talk you keep picking up your phone and you
And you
know
have.
you texting while we
There you go,
talking.
right back to that phone. I'm like, what is
Right.
about this phone that? So
That because that I don't feel like I have your attention. I don't feel like I have your undivided attention, and I feel like whoever you talking to or texting is more important than me at the
but see,
moment.
now, years later,
Hmm.
who's in their phone more in the bedroom?
Well, okay, but not during the conversation. I'm
Oh,
talking about
absolutely not. No,
I'm talking about
absolutely
during the
not.
conversation.
No, now in the bedroom, I'm not even on my phone at all.
Right.
Because
But
that
I'm
was
talking about
because that was changed behavior. I knew
yeah.
that was something you did not like.
Right. So you can't tell me, that you listening to me and I'm your priority or I'm number one. And then when we get a moment or we talking about something and then you and scrolling, flipping through like that to me, and so that is changed behavior. Like that would piss me off. Ooh.
I'm gonna reach over and just have a
Right.
physical argument. Like,
Right. But no, it was none of that. But
no, please. I was
that was changed behavior. That
hitting on me.
now you realize, you know, okay, let me put my phone away. She want to talk.
It's
Yeah.
about being respectful.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many things you should keep in mind when you're having a disagreement.
Right.
We're gonna go closer to this note here.
Okay.
It's okay to argue. It's okay. It's okay to have a disagreement.
Mm-hmm.
It's not okay to be disrespectful.
Right.
Again, when we joked about earlier about some things that you might, I guess, held back,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not okay to be disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing, and so this is one thing that thankfully we didn't have to do with our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I find that a lot of couples do, I hope no one's watching do this or have done this.
Mm-hmm.
Bring up stuff from the past.
Oh, right.
If it's like you're
We
counting
handled
stuff,
right.
Like we tackled that. Why would you bring this back in this?
Right.
People, please leave the past in the past.
Yeah.
If you're really trying to move to your future,
Right. We came to resolve about that. Right.
just leave it.
Right.
Leave it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to close anything? Yeah.
Like you said, it's okay to argue. If a person is telling you that they've been in a relationship and they never had an argument, I'm talking about a disagreement. People take arguments too far. I'm not talking about you, like we said, disrespect. But you've never had a disagreement or had to tell each other that I'm mad with you right now. I don't like how you said that. I don't like what you did, and you never had a disagreement. Then you're not really
they're not
open.
talking.
You're not honest. You're not being honest about how you feel. You're holding in some feelings, and then that thing is gonna bubble up because you've not been honest and really expressed how you feel. And so I think you can do it healthy. You can disagree, you can argue, and it can be healthy. And then there's some times, I'm going back to giving it up. There's some times when that this could still be a little playful. That argument wasn't too bad, and then the makeup is real good.
That could be a whole nother episode.
Then the makeup is real good.
That's a whole nother
you had a
episode.
nice heated argument, and you just say, "All right, girl, we're gonna get over this." And we got over
That's
it.
a whole nother argument. That's a whole nother. I don't know if the world ready to know me like that.
But listen, it's all the same level that of passion that you use for arguing.
Absolutely.
It's passion. It's still passion.
The right person could pull out any emotion out of you.
Right.
You can pull the love and the hate out of
Right.
you.
Exactly.
It's true.
Still passion. So yeah, it works. It works if you work it.
Oh, what's
Curtis,
I was going
we're
to
still
go
talking. We're still talking.
Y'all, please just work with me. You can imagine what I was going to say.
But conflict resolution, just learn how to do that in your relationship.
And
Fight fair.
And if you don't know how to do it, please find a therapist. I'm not trying to be funny. I have a therapist for you. I promise you, someone that specializes in relationships.
Right.
I can refer you.
Right.
So if you need any help, by all means, message either one of us. We have that referral for you.
Right. Yeah. And one last thing, I want to share this too. Don't feel like you gonna change somebody. People are people. Curtis is Curtis. I'm Zine. If he's made up his mind that he don't like something and this is not what he wanted, he don't want no more, that is his choice. One thing God gave us is free will. It may not be what God wanted for us, but he lets us choose. Even though that thing might not be good for us, he going to let you try it. He going to let you taste it. He going to let you smell it and see it because you have free will. Don't let, what you want somebody to do override their free will. If that's their will and that's what they want to do. And I'm really talking about people who are in relationships and looking, is this the right one? If that's what they choose and that's what they want, you've got to let them choose that. You've got to let them do that. That is their own will to do it. And you pray that, I just pray the best for you, and that's what you want to do. It's not going to work for me if that's what you want to do. But yeah.
I'll see you down the road somewhere.
Yeah.
It just won't be together.
Right, it just won't be with me, but God bless you.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right, so this was another episode of Mr. and Mrs.
Mr. and Mrs. I am Mrs. Andrea Whiteman.
Again, this is Curtis. Mr.
Yeah.
Curtis Whiteman.
Yeah. This has been another episode. Hope we help y'all. Remember, like, love, and share. Tag somebody, tag your friend, tag someone that needs to hear this conversation, and comment, because we're watching with you. So we'll be commenting and answering your questions right along with you.
And subscribe on YouTube as well.
Right.
Mr. and Mrs. Podcasting. Mr. and Mrs. Podcasting. Okay? I'll put the link somewhere in this video. We're on YouTube. So when we're going live on Facebook, it's posted on YouTube immediately. Okay?
Thank you for our watchers who have been faithful. You watch every week, every month. Thank you for watching, and thank you for tagging friends and family. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We will call names, but I don't want anybody jealous. You know how you are. You know who you are.
We love y'all. Thank
Love
you.
you. Go to sleep. Thank you.